Hello YouTube. Amongst fountain pen users and enthusiasts, the term fountain pen revolution has been getting a lot of notice over the last few years. Based in Texas and ran by Kevin Thiemann and family, it introduced Indian-made pens to the international market, which were previously unavailable. Several years ago, Kevin decided to offer the firm's exclusive FPR Collection, in addition to the branded pens he represents. These pens are often designed by him and built to his specifications. Along with his line of nibs and inks, a great deal of customization became possible. Here we'll have a look at some examples of every model in this collection. The first model is the Dilly, a small and quite simple piston filler, offered in several transparent colors. It uses a tailed thermoplastic feed often found in cartridge converter pens. I have a fair few of them fitted with the first release of FPR's own nibs in fine, medium, flex and stub, and they all perform very well. If there is a shortcoming, it is the piston drive mechanism that is bonded into the section, making its removal for cleaning and lubrication very tricky. Its design also makes its ink capacity rather small compared to other piston fillers, but these days it is less of a problem though. It seems this model has been discontinued now. Next came the Treveni, and this is the first release of the model. It is interesting to see that it uses the section of the CC-filled Cervex MB with a handmade ebonite cap and barrel. The use of this tried and tested section is definitely not a bad thing. With the advent of FPR's own nibs, especially the flex nib, the Cervex MB in its original form could cause some problems as the cap is not very spacious, and the Treveni fixed that completely. Subsequent releases of the Treveni have since switched to a handmade matching section with finer threads to make eyedropper operation more secure, and it stays as a cartridge converter pen. The Treveni had since expanded, made in two sizes and a variety of materials. I consider it as the flagship model of the FPR collection. The Guru that follows is a simple piston filler as well, but in a classic torpedo shape. Its piston drive is removable for maintenance, and ink capacity is also increased as well. An attraction is the ebonite feed that can be fine-tuned to the nib it partners. While available in several colors, I quite like this clear version. If I were an artist using several inks and different nibs at the same time, this is a nice choice due to its reliability and low cost. The Indus that came after the Guru is also a piston filler. It has a bit of that Pelican things going. A little more sophisticated, it uses a screw-in nib unit with a thermoplastic feed, but I tend to think of it as one with a friction fit, as the nib unit sleeve can be left in the section. Ink capacity is more than decent and is certainly a very comfortable pen to use if a slimmer pen is more to your liking. In terms of appearance, the Jaipur that followed is more plain with fewer trimmings, but more massively built. This piston filler offers the extra appeal of an ebonite feed. Being a little bit bigger than the Indus, it might be attractive to those favoring a pen that is thicker. Solid color versions are of course available. I think a solid black one would look rather smart. The Darjeeling that came next is quite a large pen, but a lightweight one. It is a cartridge converter pen, but the barrel thread is fine enough for eyedropper operation. That would hold a massive amount of ink. With the number 6 nib, it is the model with the biggest nib so far, and being a cartridge converter pen, it works with a tailed thermoplastics feed in the nib unit. If you like larger pens, it should be great for extended writing, even though the ink it holds in this converter is not as much as, say, a piston filler. But you can still go a long way with one load. This orange version is the only one with black cap finials in the section. The others have the same color all the way through. The Himalaya that followed is the second handmade pen in the collection after the Treveni. Available in different materials and colors, this is the saffron acrylic. The main difference between it and the Treveni is that it uses a syringe filling system rather than cartridge converter. I have not measured its ink capacity, but there again I do not have a comparable Treveni to compare against anyway. But the Himalaya is priced a bit lower than the nearest comparable Treveni, that's the junior model. In fact, I like the syringe system for its simplicity and security, so this may or may not tip the scale in its favor. The latest model so far is the Muft, which is a back-to-basics eyedropper. While FPR offers quite a lot of eyedroppers by other makers, this is the first in the FPR collection. It is as simple as can be, but with the refinement of an ebonite feed. Basically, you just fill it up and write to your heart's content. From a user's point of view, I think Kevin has done a great job building this collection. Each model had its own appeal, and I feel pretty sure that there is at least one that is as close to the perfect pen for anyone. There might be some who'd say that some models can be bought elsewhere, but even if they can match FPR's prices, they do not have nib options, and certainly not with FPR's after-sales support. I feel certain that the story of the FPR collection had just started, and there must be many appealing products going to join the family in due course. But what's available here and now are well worth considering. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.